Nathan Cox, thanks for joining us around the home. Today I'm showing you how to reach the batteries and the main fuse on the Razor MX350. Now just for the heck of it, let's do a quick wraparound view of this bike. Maybe some of you haven't seen it outside the box, you're just looking these up before you buy. It's a pretty cool looking little bike. Now, we will have Amazon links in the description down below for the bike and other accessories to go with it. We are Amazon affiliates, so please click away, it helps support the channel. And then we'll also have links to our other videos on this bike down there as well. Okay, they might be popping up the top right of your screen as we go, so just kind of keep an eye on both things. Okay, now I'll be straight honest, this is one of the dislikes I have for this bike. But really, like, pretty much the only dislike. So, getting to the battery and the main fuse is something you're only going to do when it's time to replace them, okay? There's going to be no, oh, can I get a second set of batteries and swap them out if we go somewhere? So you don't have to do like the whole overnight charging. Answer is that's not really good. No, you can't. Okay? And the instructions are partially wrong on how to get into this too. First of all, they say go ahead and use your 5mm Allen wrench that came with the kit to take off. We've got to take off the seat and the main, the back fender and the main fairing up here to start with, okay, before we get to the side panel. I'll show you where those there's three bolts and then there's kind of a sliding catch on it. Okay, so obviously we're right here in the back of the bike, and then you'll see like some center frame here that comes way out. And then on either side of that, right here and right there where the plastic is, there are two Allen screws. And you can use your little 5mm wrench to stick it in there, but I'm too old for that. Here we go, 5mm Allen socket, extension. Let's see here. Let's see if I can feel it from the side. There we go. And of course you can put it on the impact and take it off. Now these screws go into a metal frame, these three, but the other screws we're going to do go into plastic. So I would hold off on using power tools on those. And I actually already opened this up and checked this out before I made this video, so I didn't tighten them all the way. So that's why they're coming out so easy. So taking those two out, and then we're going up top here. Okay, and the third and final one for these pieces is going to be right here. Also very easy to find. Oops. And there we go. Okay, now at this point right here, you might think, okay, I can just lift this straight up, but it's not going to. There's a little catch right about here, very similar to real dirt bikes, where the seat kind of goes up under the tank. Now this doesn't separate, you just kind of press it back. Don't go crazy because there's wires all connected here. But now we've pushed it back just a hair about an inch or so. Then we can open this up. And again, be careful of those wires. So we do have wires going to the main power switch, but if you can see there is a silicone, rubberized silicone sealant on all those connectors to help keep them weatherproof, so that's nice. Here we are on the right side of the bike, that's the front wheel right there, and the charging port is on the opposite side, okay? So there should be these little Allen head screws here, and the instructions are actually wrong on this. The instructions have been pretty straight up so far and correct. They said look for 7 5mm Allen screws, and what we've actually got is 6, not 7, and they're 4mm. Okay, so you don't have a wrench that works. And there's two of them that are like way up in here, so you actually kind of need a longer one. This is actually longer than the wrench they gave you, so even if it was the right size, it wouldn't have been long enough. So we've got two front here. Now these ones are all just into the other plastic of the other side of this case. There are no metal inserts, so do, take it easy on these. Well, actually, I've only had this apart one time, and I thought it was plastic the way I was looking at it, but with the additional light here, there is actually a nut that's pushed into the plastic here I didn't see before, so it doesn't look like it's got a metal insert, but still, anyways, like I said, take it easy. So this is a pretty simple but clean setup. You got two 12-volt batteries here, very basic lead acid type batteries, sealed lead rechargeable battery, and like I said, you can get replacements on Amazon for like 40 bucks. It's very easy to find the batteries for this bike. I will have links in the description down below for that. Another Allen screw holding the bracket down that keeps those batteries in place so they're not rumbling around in there. But you can see, like I said, all the connectors do have a rubberized silicone sealant over all of them. So that's why you're not just going to be popping this off and slipping in some already pre-charged ones. It's not going to happen at all. Yeah, so the only time you're going to be touching these things is a few years down the road if they go bad, or if you bought a used bike and they're bad and you want to replace them. Now the fuse is right here. So it's also a lot of hassle to get the fuse, but I like to think that the fuse won't go bad very often at all. It's a 30 amp fuse. I'm trying to open it up here. Okay, there's a little locking tab there you gotta grab with your fingernails or a screwdriver, and it's an automotive style 30 amp fuse, okay? So that part is nice, easy to go get that fuse at any automotive store, and it just stays locked inside here. So that part is, except for it takes a while to get to the fuse, it's easy to access the fuse once you get everything open. Okay, so let's start the putting this thing back together process. So let's slip this back in place. And I wish you could get to this without taking all that off, but it is what it is. Again, make sure that wire is not being pinched when we put this back together. And even if you are going to use a small power assist, definitely start all these by hand. Okay, here we go with our fairing and seat. Make sure not to catch any wires. Okay, so we're going to set it down here. You see the screw hole right here in the frame. So that's going to be in front of the plastic, about an inch. Okay, so it should sit down pretty flat. That way now we can tap her forward, it's locked in, and then our screw hole is lined up. So it should go pretty easy. If you're having to really fight something, there's probably something in the way like a wire, so don't go roiding out on it. So you guys can see for sure now that this is something you're gonna do once in the lifetime of owning this bike. And that's it. No, that's not something that's to be open enough to play around with. Now, like I said before, we'll have other videos in the description down below. As I make them, they'll be popping them in, so maybe you don't see extra videos right now, but then as I make them, they will show up. Take a moment, please subscribe to our channel, click that bell for notifications because we're always putting out new great content. Check out our website, hundreds more videos organized really well, and there is another video for you guys to enjoy. Thanks again.